So this is episode 12. I think we only have one more before the lack of reunion. Over with Jen and her husband who doesn't like her. She's telling him about the retreat she's taking the girls on. All we find out with the men's is they got a secret group text, and so her husband's hanging out with Louie versus Joe. Poor choicing skills. Jennifer, however, isn't open to healing until Danielle apologizes. I mean, she can apologize, Jen, but you're the one that's sorry. Over with Black Dolores. She's found the perfect house in the Berkshires, but because of the way Margaret and Teresa are oil and water. Jennifer and Teresa gonna stay in the guest house. Well, Teresa and her flunky. Black Dolores goes on about the activities she's prepared for the heifers. It's not gonna be a kumbaya around the fire. It's a work on ourselves boot camp. And y'all need work. Jen Fessler and Marge go to lunch, and Jen tells her Teresa's lawyer has court findings pertaining to you, and she's invited the girls over to hear them. So Jen Fessler lets her know all the heifers who are betraying her, including friend of the show, Jackie. Marge is like, I'm calling all these heifers and cussing them out, and she's not even serving food? Have some respect. Jen Fessler said, I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I ain't showing up to this shit. I'm letting that heifer know now. With the men's is we have two competing guys' nights. I'd rather hang out with Joe Gorga. Oh, God. Over with Louie and Bill. Louie's filming this creepy podcast. Bill and the Lobster, y'all got on the wrong team. A Quiet Place is out for rent, but they want, like, look, I don't need to see it in 4K. I can watch it regular. I ain't paying $20 damn. Oh. Yeah, they only have a $20 option. I'll wait. I will wait. It ain't worth $20. A movie is not worth $20. It's just not. I won't make that reviewing it. I have to recoup. But over with Joe Gorga, he whining that Louis screwed him and is weird and ruined the family and now is in court with a restraining order at 50, which is weird. John has an allergic reaction. Thank goodness Joe told them to call the paramedics. John might have died. Lord. Oh, the house they were supposed to stay in the Berkshires burned down to the ground. So they all sit down and the lawyer says the ex-wife is making trouble for Louie. Margaret gets a subpoenas to court to see if Margaret is in communication with Louie's ex. Margaret stayed home. She said, I ain't going to that. So Marge was going to expose Teresa and Louie using information from the ex-wife. This isn't new news. So Teresa's like upset that Margaret contacted the ex-wife or that the ex-wife contacted Margaret, because if you're on this show and you want to get back at somebody, you call Margaret and spill their tea. She damn near has a billboard with her phone number on it. Jen Aiden wants to be upset with Margaret because she's like, well, I talked to your best friend and I stopped because it was a shitty thing to do. No, you stopped because that wasn't going to help you with the plot line and production told you they weren't going to use that information anymore. That's why you stopped. However, people also think that Louie's a private eye Bo Dietl did a smear campaign. Bo Dietl. I have to say, Bo Dietl is just kind of a fun name to say. It's like Dung Beetle. Bo Dietl. And there's definitely some shit afoot. Oh God, but at the door we get flowers. Funeral flowers that are saying, so sorry for the loss of your dignity from Margaret. Fucking priceless. And that's the shit. Well, I'm gonna see you soon for love and hip-hop. So the episode opens with Brandy Maxine, Brown Gel Queen, going on a hike with Jennifer because she's upset about her battle with Brooke. Brandy's also like, now hold on, you gonna say I'm a bad friend to Brooke because I invited Jackie, but you hanging with Jackie's best friend. What kind of op are you? A foolish one. Meanwhile, across town, Brooke invites Evelyn, Jennifer, and Jaceel out because she's like, I ain't gonna bring Brandy and have her get into it with Evelyn. Brooke's spinning the block on some old dick, but then they bring up Brandy to Brooke, and Brooke's like, we need to have a one-on-one, and Jennifer says, well, you know, Brandy said we should be questioning Evelyn's friendship with Cheyenne. You should be questioning your dude! Evelyn, you should question your dude, but you don't have one. Oh, God, now Cheyenne calling Heffelin to invite her to a sisterhood empowerment event. The women's empowerment. Why are we always having a women's empowerment brunch? Don't y'all ladies need dinner, too? Why is it always a brunch? Now you really gonna say, Evelyn, I'm sorry, I didn't think I was gonna come across arrest records when I hired a private investigator. What else would you get Bo Deedle for? Bo Deedle. Dung Beetle. However, now it's time for Brooke and Brandy's Ponderoro. So Brandy's like, I don't care about Jackie, I only care about you. Her and Brooke squash it quickly because they really didn't have beef. But now Brandy's mad at Hefferlin, and I would be too. But Brandy, at the same time, you know nothing good comes of hanging out with Necky Christie and Tacky Pisty. But then they get invited to the little Jackie Christie Women's Empowerment, and they said, okay, we gonna go. I'm gonna run into the heifer anyway. Let's get it over with. Oh, after that, we have Jennifer meeting with her movie producer, and do we need a movie about you getting scammed when you're about to do it again? My True Scam Story? I didn't know Jennifer actually had that project come out. Hold on, we gotta look this crap up. It's on Amazon. Oh my God, this came out November last year. My True Scam Story. You couldn't get a better title than My True Scam Story. 2 episodes. You know what's on BET Plus? I might peep at it. Jen, don't be too rushy with this movie before you end up with a Tyler Perry product. Meanwhile, across town, Cheyenne drops by Jackie's. By Necky's, I mean. By Necky's. Cheyenne said, you know they talking about your 40-year-old prostitution charge. Ask me about it. Honey, we can read in the rings of your neck all we need. I don't want to hear tales of your flaps and folds, your nooks, and how you got change for your cranny. Jackie gonna lie and say she wasn't selling her coochie. Maybe there's another Jackie Christie out there. Maybe you didn't. I think you did. I could definitely see it, but there's nothing wrong with sex work. Shit. Landed you, Doug. I'd marry a wealthy bottom my damn self. Jackie said, let me tell you some facts about what she was doing with them dogs. What? Jackie says Evelyn's humping her dog. Now, this is just funny. I think we need more of this type of just ridiculous accusation. The little one that be limping up the time. Okay. That was funny. That was funny. We need more absurdity in our reality. Ooh, because Lord knows we get some. Look at the last presidency. If that's not absurdist, I don't know what is. Brooke has Jennifer and Brandy over for a little girl talk, and she really gushing about this dude. Good for her. I guess he's a man worth getting excited about. Take a note, Black Dolores. They didn't set a wedding date? What kind of dick is this? Ooh. So everyone arrives to the women's empowerment event. Evelyn said, I know Jackie's been running from me since I got this 40-year-old spoiled fermented tea. However, Evelyn goes on and apologizes to Brandy, and it's like, I'm just passionate, and we all love Brooke. However, Jackie's pulling some amnesia with Brandy Maxine, Brown Gel Queen. Accountability, me? Never. Jackie said, well, Brandy, you're usually a shit starter. I'm not a shit starter, I'm a shit finisher. However, Brandy's like, I'm not going to let Jackie or her next get me upset because the heifer's a liar. So now we having our little ceremony, and Cheyenne wants all the ladies to stand up, and Brooke's like, I ain't getting up right now. Honestly, why would you try to have something serious with this kind of mess? These women are not able to rise above in any shape, form, or fashion. Then Cheyenne gonna say, well, you're eating or not. This man made it possible for you to have a credit card. Brooke's like, why don't you pester your friend Jackie, who also stayed seated? So Jackie runs out of the event before anybody can talk to her about her tuition. However, Cheyenne wants to run up on Brooke. That ain't gonna end well. So she tries to punk Brooke and says, you know what, she needs to go, she needs to go. And then one of her lesbians tries to get up. Who is this stud trying to get a plot line? Girl, them studs is taking jackets off, walking up on them. They ready to rumble. Jackie in the car laughing at Brooke's breakdown. See, Jackie just evil. Just cause you look like a boy, bitch, you still a bitch? A bitch that'll whoop your ass now, Brooke. I know you can handle Cheyenne, but I don't know about these girls. These girls. You might get that stud stomp out. Oh, God, look how they fall apart. They need you. No one needs a goiter, Jackie. No one needs a goiter. So now all the girls minus Jackie and Cheyenne meet up for another lunch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jennifer's like, well, you know I'm getting my movies done and Jackie's in it. Why is Jackie in your movie? She can't act. What would you need extra neck fat in a movie for? Just get some fat back. Or pork belly. Jacil's like, well, as far as Cheyenne goes, she shouldn't have called out Brooke because Jackie was there. Because we was all laughing about her prostitution charges and you didn't kiki, but you didn't stand up. So after that, we ended with Heflin meeting up with Shit Ann. She said that she was being cute with Brooke and expected her to be cute back. You don't know Brooke. Now hold the hell on, Cheyenne. How do you know Brooke and have known her for years to be very sensitive so you don't want to have a conversation? I feel like this is Jackie trying to get back at Brooke for that bop she got all those years ago. And that was the shit.